In this video, we'll walk step by step on how to run a Pear Deck lesson and utilize the teacher dashboard from your iPad or from a different device. It's very important to remember that first you are going to present your Pear Deck from your computer. You've probably seen the Start Lesson button before. We're going to walk you through step by step, but you want to go ahead and present your lesson first and then connect the teacher dashboard on your iPad or a different device. Since Pear Deck syncs up with the presentation you're already running, the order of these steps is really important. Once you have your Pear Deck interactions added to slides, you're going to go ahead and run them by clicking the Pear Deck icon in the toolbar. And if you don't see this Pear Deck shortcut, you can click on Add-ons, Pear Deck, and Open Pear Deck Add-on. These are going to take you to the same place. From here, you're going to click the green Start Lesson button. Note that we're not presenting through Google Slides, but we want to make sure to click this green Pear Deck Start Lesson option. Upon clicking Start Lesson, you're going to have two options. One is a student-paced activity. This means that the students are going to different slides at their own pace, and the other is instructor-paced. This means that all of the students are in the classroom with the teacher and they're hoping to run the dashboard in order to have conversations and project anonymous responses. For now, we're going to choose instructor-paced activity. Whenever you choose your Pear Deck type, you're going to notice two things. One, the teacher dashboard is going to show up in a second window. It's great to utilize the teacher dashboard in this way, but note that it's also going to provide instructions on how to use your iPad. I would recommend the iPad to get the optimal amount of use from Pear Deck. This allows the teacher to be mobile in the classroom and project responses without the student seeing names or having to toggle between screens at your computer. For now, I'm going to go ahead and minimize that teacher dashboard and note that Pear Deck has generated a unique code for my students. So the students are taken care of and the projector view is taken care of just by clicking on Present in that Pear Deck add-on. At any point, I can close the join code, and if you want to pull it back up, notice the join code will stay in the top right during the presentation, but I can click right here to pull it up on the screen, and just by going to joinpd.com and inserting this code, students will be in your presentation. You can also get a direct link here. The next step is going to be for us to run Pear Deck on our teacher iPad. You've got one of two options. If you have the Pear Deck icon on your iPad already, this is great. It's going to go ahead and hop you right into the dashboard and link with your Google account. Note that you will need to sign into Google in order for these to sync. The other option is going to be to click on your Google Chrome app. If you don't have Chrome, you're going to want to get that on your iPad and simply type in peardeck.com/dash. So I'm going to grab my teacher iPad. I'm going to click on the Google Chrome app, and then up here in the search bar, I'm going to type in peardeck.com/dash. So it's this last one right here, peardeck.com/dash. Okay, it's going to bring me to this Pear Deck screen that says take me to the dashboard, and that's what you're going to click right there. Note that you can skip these steps if you have that Pear Deck icon on your iPad that you can just click to take you directly here. The next step is going to be to log in with Google, and it might be that you have the option to go ahead and save your Google account like I have here, but we'll just save a few steps of login. Once you have the dashboard connected on your iPad or a different device, we'll go ahead and give a preview of the options that you have. The first is to move from slide to slide using the arrows at the bottom of the screen. To advance slides, I just click on the arrow or simply click on the next slide that you would like to go to. You can see that a bunch of students have answered on my screen here. I can view these responses in one of three ways: list view, grid view, or overlay view. I'm currently viewing these responses in a grid view. If I wanted to change the list view, I would choose the list view option. With list view, I see the responses a little bit larger and I can scroll to see what students have put. For questions like draggables, the overlay option's a really good one because I can see all of the responses to get a whole class view of what everyone said. Note that I currently have the screen locked for students. In order to unlock screens, just click this button at any point. When I'm ready to show responses on the projector, I'll click on the Show Responses option. Another really neat feature is to give students a timer. By holding on holding down on the lock screen button, I can have the choice of giving students a 30-second, 1-minute, or 3-minute timer. If I choose 30 seconds, I can let this run out and the screen will automatically lock, or I can click to lock the screen at any point. If you would like to ask an on-the-fly question, simply click on New Prompt. From here, Pear Deck has a variety of questions that you can ask. Whenever I click this question, it will pop in and students can start responding. Note that for text or drawing responses, I have the option to star a response or to add individual teacher comment feedback. When I star a few responses, that will allow these responses to be shown when I lock and project the screen. Here's a look at the projector. Note that only my starred responses are showing up and no names are attached. The teacher dashboard also allows you to click the 3 dots and go into student pace mode or to end the session when you're ready. Remember, when ending the session, it's always a good idea to use a specific title so you can go back and view responses. After creating a Pear Deck lesson, you may want to see what it looks like from the student perspective. If you've got a student or a child or a spouse that can try it out for you, that's awesome. But if you're by yourself, let me show a little trick. If you click on the 3 dots at the top right hand of your screen, you'll see the new Incognito window option. I'm going to go ahead and open a brand new window and go to joinpd.com. This is where I'm going to go ahead and paste in or type in the code for my session. I've put these windows side by side, but note that now I can see what Pear Deck's like as a student, and then I can also be going through and looking at the dashboard as a teacher. So here's the dashboard. I can even practice giving myself feedback, locking responses, anything that I want to do here. When I lock, it shows over here. So that's just a small trick, is to use the Incognito window. At any point you want to go back to review sessions that are already complete, you're going to go to peardeck.com and log in as a teacher. From here, you'll see a Sessions tab that houses all of the sessions that you've ever run in Pear Deck. You'll see the status on if this is a closed session or a live session, or if it's student-paced. If it's a closed session, you'll have the option to open the dashboard at any point, and if it's live, you can open either the projector view or the dashboard. Note that when you click on the 3 dots, you also have the option to end from here if you're running, or if it's closed, you can export responses to a spreadsheet. This works great for text responses, but not so great for drawings or for draggables.